Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to do my cash dividers stuffing as well as my weekly check-in and variable income additional schedule setup type of thing. I never know what to call it. It's kind of a mixture of all the extra things that I like to do for budgeting for the month. So let's start with our cash setup. So I did go to Chase and got some money out of the bank for this. I'm gonna move this over for right now. I want to see the amounts, but that's pretty much it. If you guys did not see my new cash setup, I definitely recommend checking that out. The one thing that I want to mention is this wallet is actually really pretty in person. It doesn't do justice at all in pictures or in this video. So I did have it linked in that video. Go check that out. If I remember, I will try and link it down below as well. So, okay, so the way that this wallet is set up is I have a lot of my cards, I have my ID, all of that fun stuff in this little pocket here. And then my cash setup is completely separate and it's in this zippered pocket right here, which is really nice. We right now have nothing. We ran out of eating out money, household is done, hair obviously we have nothing in there, and then I do have some cash that I need to deposit in a check. But besides that, completely empty. So I'm just gonna take out the sections that I need. I like to just add them all in at one time instead of trying to stuff them with everything, if that makes sense. So for this month, I gave us $225 for eating out. So we're just gonna start with that. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 5. So just recount it. I always like to double check just so I'm not giving us too much. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 25. 225, that's correct. Okay, so that's going to be in here. And then for household, we have $100. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all good to go. And then the last category that we have is our hair, and that is $30, which should be the remaining balance that we have here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So with this, normally around the time that Jason needs his haircut, I'll give him whatever he may need. Normally, I mean, recently it's been that like, I've been giving him $20. He used to have coupons for his haircut. Now, for some reason, he doesn't. And so he's been needing more. So I use the remaining $10 from my eyebrows, and then I use a couple of the dollars extra from my allowance. In April, I'm gonna change up how we're dealing with our allowance and how we're dealing with all of the income that Jason makes from his very small part-time job. But I will be updating all of that, and you'll see some of our allowance and all of the other little things that we use coming through our budget now. So it'll be interesting. There'll be some changes. So anyway, that is our little setup with our cash dividers. Again, I will have the dividers linked down below. They're from an Etsy shop called A Time for Everything. She sells them. I believe she sells the little plastic dividers separately, and then you can ask her to make the clear labels for you and tell her exactly what you want on them, and she did it pretty fast. So anyway, that's our little setup there, and you can see they fit perfectly in there. So I love the setup. I hope you guys do too. A lot of you guys have reached out and said that you already purchased the wallet. I have a feeling this is gonna be my new go-to. I might at some point decide to buy another wallet, another purse, and I think I'll get the same exact one, just a different color. So, and then I do have a receipt in here, but I do have my allowance. I got that out as well. I get $20 a week, so I'm just gonna put this in this front pocket just so I have it separate. That money is usually gone pretty quickly because I just like to have some below money. Okay, so that is that part, and now we're going to do the weekly check-in page. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I am pretty obsessed with this wood grain type of print. That was probably my favorite print for March, and so I'm doing my entire setup in that design. I did give you guys another option just in case you didn't like it, but I am obsessed with this one and I'm planning to use it for all of my spreads. So, if I did not mention this already, this is, everything that you see here is from my Etsy shop, and you guys have probably all know that, but I am going on vacation. I've announced it pretty much everywhere. So if you want to pick up kits, I will definitely recommend doing so for April pretty soon. My shop will be on vacation, and if you check out my shop or check out my Instagram, all the details are down. You'll see all of that. So the way that I like to set it up is I like to have a spot for groceries, gas, household, eating out, and unbudgeted. So I need 5 lines in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll put it right here. The other thing that you could do instead of using these strips is you could use thin washi. I personally like having the strips because I like to know what it's for. Obviously it's the same every single month, so it's not like I don't know what each column is for by now, but I just like kind of the structure of it. So again, you can do it the way that you want, but I personally like it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like how simple this is, like how you legit just have to count out a couple of lines. You don't really have to draw much in. I draw the lines down, but it's such a simple setup and I love that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need to check the monthly page to see. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, so perfect. So I'm gonna count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so right here, and I'm going to use the burlap looking darker green down below just to add some more green to the page. I really like this burlap look. I know a lot of the designs that I saw had different colors, but I love that green. Is that straight? I think it is. I think it's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw our lines. And I like to just draw it all the way down. Same thing over here. Okay, and then the last thing I need to do is put in all of the weeks. I like to put them down this way, but you can really do it whichever way you want. You could also do it that way. Actually, you know what? I think this week I'm gonna do it that way. Just to do something a little different. Try it out. You never know if you'll like something until you try it. Week 3. And because I have a bad memory, yeah, I think we'll do week 4 instead of the totals. But you do have a week 5 and you do have a totals. So depending on when you plan on doing your check-ins, you can kind of make it work. So that is the weekly check-in page. And then as it gets closer to the weekly check-in, that's when I'll write in what categories. Like I said, I like to do groceries, gas for our cars, eating out. So I'll just check and see how much I have left in the eating out divider. Household, again, just to get an update on how much we have. And then anything that's unbudgeted. I don't have like an unbudgeted, I don't have an amount unbudgeted. I don't have an amount budgeted for unbudgeted. Does that make sense? But I do like to keep track of anything that we spent that is, you know, over or not included in our budget. I just love how that looks. It just looks so clean. And like my handwriting is not messing up the cuteness of it because there's very little of my handwriting. So we have that down. And then the last page that I like to do here is variable income. And this is where I keep track of all of my business income as well as my business expenses. And I do keep track of this in an Excel file for tax purposes as well. But I do refer back to this quite a bit. So it comes in very handy for that. But I also like to use this so that I know what I can carry over to our like personal, you know, whatever is left over, I am bringing into our budget, and that's my income for all the work that I do. So I do like to, you know, keep track of it because of that. So I have my income up there, and I do have obviously more now, but I'm just gonna leave, let's see, I think I'm gonna leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're gonna leave 5 because I haven't decided, well, I guess this month I'm not gonna be doing it. I'm debating whether I should put Jason's stuff in this or if I should just leave this strictly my stuff. I'm probably gonna leave it strictly my stuff in April, but I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do. All I know is in April, you guys will be seeing Macy's swim class, Macy's preschool. You'll also be seeing what Jason's bringing in and our allowances you'll see. I don't normally post how much we make and stuff like that, and I don't think that's really gonna change, but one exception might be Jason's income because it's the competitiveness part that I'm worried about, and the fact that people ask for money, like that's not really an issue with what he's bringing in. And I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just not, you know, they're not gonna be like, oh, he makes $100 a week, you know, from working a couple hours a week. Like, I need money from you guys. It's not really gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw in my lines. And this is like the last step that I need to do before I feel like I'm ready for March. And today is March 1st. I'm filming this so that I can use our cash for eating out tonight. I'm like, I have to get this done so that we can actually use the money before I obviously can't do my cash clips or my cash dividers if I've already used some of the money. Like, I need to have that all set up. So anyway, that is our little setup. So after the fact, you know, a lot of my numbers are not filled in. So I need to go ahead and fill in all of my variable income, what I expect it to be. And then as I'm spending money, like today I did buy a bunch of stuff for my Etsy shop. So I bought sticker paper, more mats, some like label stuff. So I need to fill that all in when I get to the point of going through February. So I think today, this video will be going up on Sunday, and then tomorrow's video will be my February results, because we did get in our last bill today for February, so I can go ahead and fill that all in and get an idea of how we did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have questions about how I'm doing things, about how we budget as a family, or if you have questions about my sticker shop or anything like that, leave those questions down below. I've been trying to answer questions more frequently, and you guys could always ask me, you know, through Etsy if you guys have questions very specific to stickers or anything like that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.